Dr. Gilda, how are you? And what do you have for us
Hi, all.
today?
Today, a very interesting topic. A woman marries a man. This man had an ex-wife. The second marriage, they're having a baby. As soon as the baby is ready to pop, and they know which sex it is, he informs the new wife he feels so bad that he lost the first wife. He's now a widower, and he wants the baby named after his first wife. She went crazy.
I'm sure.
And so they went to Reddit to find out what, for that one column, am I the asshole? It's I don't remember how, no, it's not exactly those words, but okay. So he went to Reddit and they all agreed you have to put to bed the ex so you can start anew. He refused to do that. Here's another example. Woman getting married, lost her husband, first husband, getting married for the second time. She insisted on wearing her first husband's marriage band around her neck on a necklace, just so she could remember his memory. And he said, no. So, from the man's perspective, what do you think about all this?
No, it's ridiculous that some don't get over their ex and they get married, and the ex sometimes never gets over the man.
Yeah, well, it goes both ways. I
It
knew
totally
a
does.
woman, I knew a woman who met some guy. This was like going to be her fifth marriage. So, okay, she was a serial marrier. And she met this guy and she was upset that he would not remove the photographs of his deceased wife in their house.
Oh yeah. Goodbye. Listen to me. But a deceased is a little different
No, no,
than a
but
divorced.
in the three examples I used, they were all deceased. All the husbands and wives were,
Oh, deceased, not divorced. Oh boy.
no, they were deceased. So the question is, are you able to psychologically and emotionally make that jump to a new life with a new person without any of those ghosts intruding on your new relationship? And how does that feel for the new partner that you have?
Right.
If you move the ghosts in with you, then it becomes not two people in a new marriage, it becomes three. I would say, no way. I would say, look, you're obviously not ready, and we're going to have to split up. Go figure out what you will be ready for and when. And if I'm available, maybe we can have something to do in the future. But right now, timing is everything. If somebody is carrying around their ex with them, naming a baby, wearing a piece of jewelry from your ex, doing things that you and your ex would have done, and you want to carry around his memory, you cannot intrude on a new marriage with a former
No.
marriage.
No.
What do you think?
You can't, but it's hard for people, especially if they really were in love with that person, to not forget them. But that's disrespecting the next person that's coming on
Okay,
board.
so that's a good point. However, at what point do you say, okay, I've had a wonderful experience with my ex, and that's really what prepared me for this new relationship because the two of us, are getting along so well because I had a good marriage earlier. But that was then, and this is now, and I want to devote my 100% to you. I believe, and this is what I tell all my clients, you cannot go into new carrying old baggage.
Nope. You can't. Out with the old, in with the new. That's a good way to end it in so many ways. But I mean, people. really don't get rid of emotional baggage well at times. And it's hard because grieving takes a long time, but ultimately they want to replace that person versus finding a new chapter in their life.
That is
Replace,
brilliant. That's exactly brilliant. That's wonderful.
right. And I think I look back at when I got divorced, how that, if for or separated, I really was looking at it in a different lens than I look at it today.
Yes.
That was my decision to leave, but you understand it still takes that time for you to really know who you are as a person. And that's where I don't know, and this is could be a debate for another podcast. Uh Therapy versus self-talk and building yourself up. If you work with somebody like you, Gilda, do we talk about the past or we focus on growing in the future?
Well,
Because Mhm.
my whole thing is about growth. My whole thing is moving forward. However, I'm not saying shut the door and never remember what you had, but understand it is because you had what you had earlier
Mhm.
that you are allowing yourself to be free to love again. If you had a miserable ex-marriage, then I would worry about you getting involved with somebody new because you're going to carry all that angst with you into the new marriage. But
Exactly.
if you had a wonderful marriage, that's what makes you ready and willing and even able to have that interaction that is loving
Okay.
because you practiced how to do that.
All right. drgilda.com. Appreciate it, Gilda. We'll talk next week.
Okay.
All right. That was a special simulcast.